Deciding on research topic, the first point, writing a research article. Don't do redundant research. Never do it. So see, generally what I found, because I am from India, so these journals, when they send papers to me, they many of the time these papers are from Indian context, because the context is important. Uh, then I also receive articles, and I've been to conferences also where the editors have shared their perspective onto what is coming from our country and what is coming from elsewhere. It has been found that we have been doing redundant research. Don't work on something because you just like the topic. Come on, it doesn't matter you like it or not. It absolutely does not matter. You might like a typewriter today. It is not required. You might like a CRT based television, cathode ray tube. They are gone. It is not about your liking. Let it be very clear to you. Generally, the scholar, when he comes into the universities, they would say, "Sir, I like this topic. Should I work on it?" Come on, it is not about your liking. We are not the Ajay Kohli of general marketing who likes something and that becomes the things. We have not reached to that point yet. So that means you are trying to start time with yourself. You have to put yourself into time. This is the problem that we do most of the times, right? What do we do is that we generally would replicate the existing theory. Let me select the pen. That would be much easier. What we do, we usually replicate the existing theory with the reason that it is not done in your region. You look at the papers. Most of them would say, I am working on this model. This was not done in my region, and that is why I am doing it, and this is my gap. This is a problem. This is a problem. Uh, don't select a topic because you like the topic. Look at whether this topic is relevant in today's time or not. Right? So you have to seek novelty. Seek novelty means you have to uh, you have to look newness. You have to look the contemporary times. Identify area and read literature about it. How should you start? I mean, it is so easy to say that don't work on existing theory. Should everyone be developing a theory? No, I'm not saying that. We cannot do that. I cannot do that. We are too premature to do that. But what should we do is, I'm giving you solution of the above point. How do not we do? We don't do redundant research. We have to first identify the area of our choice. See, there is difference between identifying a topic of your choice and identifying area of your choice. You would obviously see interest is everything in research. You are interested in doing financial derivative research. You do that. That is your area. That is fantastic. You select your area, whatever is your area, whatever you like, wherever your natural inclination is. So we naturally like something. I mean, we can't help it. And if you naturally like something, if you do something in that, obviously you would do some good coloring into it. But if you are forced to do something which you don't like, obviously we won't do good to it. So you like and identify your own area. Identify the area, not the topic. And then read literature. Read literature around it and record it. Read more, read more, read more, read more. So if you are into PhD, you should be spending your 6 months of say pre-PhD program in reading more and more literature about it. You keep on collecting the papers, you keep on reading those papers, and when you would record those papers, and then you would look at it, word eye view, the umbrella view, when you would look at it, you would invariably realize that, see, this I started from 1980. Say I'm interested in into X, so I have started downloading the papers related to X from 1980. So now I have papers related to X till 2020. So when you would look at the flow of the evolution of this X from 1980 to 2020, you would invariably see the missing links, and that is gap, and that is where you should work. So you're still working in your in an area that you like, and at the same time you are actually talking sense, because that is actual gap. When you say I'm trying to address this gap, you can never address a gap unless you're not read the literature of that area. Very clear on this, super clear. And that is what you can see into the papers being submitted by scholars. They have not done the proper literature review. How on earth can we identify the gap when I do not know the review? See, you have children in home. When you don't know your children, how would you know what is their problem? And this is essentially we are talking here. We need to read the literature, what is published in past, currently, and then only we will come to know, see, this is where I can contribute. This is the answer to how do we do non-redundant research. Very important point. Journals are profit making houses. I'm talking of these premier journals also. Their customers are big corporate houses. So Google is subscribing to many IT journals. So the Microsoft would also be subscribing. I remember when I published this paper into International Business Review, that was around laptops in India. I remember the marketing head of Lenovo wrote a mail to me, and he was asking for a copy of this paper because he is heading the marketing of Lenovo in India. So these people are interested in this research, right? So they are selling, journals are selling to these people, they are making profit. If they don't publish relevant, they don't sell. Simple maths. We all know this. If you are producing something which people don't need, who would buy you? Now, I vividly remember I was into this conference in IIM Lucknow. I absolutely remember this. The celebrated author, Naresh Malhotra, who has written this book also, those who are into marketing would know him, Marketing Research and Applied Orientation. Currently, this book is with Satyabhushan Das, professor from IIM Lucknow. He was sharing his experience. There was this editor's meet, and I quote his words to you. He says that if I receive a paper, suppose on Circle, I don't even look at the paper and just put it into the bin. Because Circle is something which has been so much worked on, what novelty you are seeking into Circle? It is like there is this fan which is over my head now. I would like to do research on fan. Come on, what research would you do? Everyone knows it. The mechanics of the fan is absolutely established. There is no newness into it. I will not publish it because no one is interested in this, right? So the novelty. One of my students has recently got admission into IIT Madras in PhD, and he was sharing his experience. I'm telling you the very practical things. He has sent his proposal to IIT Madras on artificial intelligence in marketing, AI in marketing. This is something that is making sense today. Journals will accept anything which is published around artificial intelligence in marketing, right? I remember, I give you one more example. I remember one of my PhD mates, his PhD was into food marketing. And in those days, we have opened up our economy to the outer people, and the Bharti Walmart were willing to invest in India, and they were trying to understand India as a market. When they come to know, because we were presenting in IIM Lucknow, so someone from there was there, and he was interested in looking at this work. And later on, that author who has worked on to food marketing was also invited to their country, and he has gone and he has discussed the things that what is happening around this. So when you are working relevant, people would actually come to you. If you are investing into dead horses, absolutely not. How do we know we are investing into dead horses? Suppose your area is XYZ, go to the top journals in your area, and then try to see what type of papers have been published in these journals in last 5 years, in last 10 years, right? So if you are thinking of doing research on X topic, if not a single article has been published in these journals in last 5 years and 10 years, that means topic is dead. The journals don't publish it. Journals don't publish it, that means it is not a good topic to go on. If this was your topic that you like, please change it. Because they say that the research start after PhD. Research doesn't end at PhD degree, it starts there. So that is where I will come to this last point. Your topic must be live for years to come. So when you are taking admission into PhD in suppose say 2020, you would be completing your PhD in 2024, hypothetically I'm saying. And then in 2024, you will start working and start publishing around that topic. Now, that means what? You are eyeing publications around a topic in 2025, sitting today. So that means what? That means your topic that you're deciding today should be live at least for next 10 years. If it is going to be dead in next 10 years, journals are not going to accept your work. And this is the trouble that many of our scholars face. We should not make our scholars to work on those topics which are dead topics. Journals would not accept them, right? So now your topic has to be live. Very important point. The very important point here also, when you are selecting a topic of research, you are not selecting that topic only for one research. There is something which is called as expertise. People are known for certain things. So Sigmund Freud is known for psychoanalysis. So Jennifer A. Aker is known for happiness research. So Professor Paul, known for Mastige research. Kevin L. Keller, known for brand equity, branding research. This is their expertise, you know. So, say Keller has chosen brand as his research topic, the wider area, the brand equity. Now, this gentleman would publish again and again onto the same area and around the same topic, right? So, when you are selecting a topic, you are not selecting it for one article. So, if you are selecting a topic only for one article and you say, then I will leave it, you are doing it wrong, my friend, because the coming times is going to be the times of expertise. You should invest yourself into a topic so that when after 5 years someone looks at you, someone looks at your profile, they say, oh, come on, he has published 10 papers on XYZ. That means he knows about XYZ. Contrary to this, if someone looks at your profile and it is found that one article on A, another article on C, another article on P, another article on Q, what you should be approached for? Problem, right? So expertise. So that is why your topic selection is so important, because your career depends on it, right? So the people who have invested their time on artificial intelligence, they are consulting companies today because they are expert in that. They would have published papers around this, right? So this is how we have to look at it.